Hello everyone. Today I want to talk to you about something that is very important. The world today is having a problem. The problem's called ransomware. Ransomware is basically a form of software that encrypts all the files in your system. So it makes it completely unintelligent. You can't read the contents of the file anymore. And then the folks who create that kind of software, they tell you if you want to decrypt these files, you have to pay us money back so we can give you the codes to decrypt your software. This is a big problem, and this is happening all over the world. If you are following up on the news, if you're reading the news, if you're on Twitter, you'll see people complaining, big institutions, big places around the world that are experiencing this problem. So as a software engineer, I thought I'd give my 2 cents about how you can protect yourself from dealing with this situation, from having. I have a family member that went through the same problem. They never got their files back, and I feel like everyone out there needs to know how to prevent ransomware from hitting their computers. So let me explain to you. You get an email, just like any other email, right? You get an email that looks familiar to you, some of the emails that you normally open up with confidence. You trust the sender, you're sending an email, and the email has an attachment. This attachment comes in the form of a zipped file, attached zipped file that you need to extract and execute, like open up to see the contents of it. So let me demonstrate to you practically what's going on here. Let's say you go to your downloads, you got an email, you got your downloads folder, and then you got in the email some file called phone bill. All right, I need to pay my phone bill. This is probably my statement. I need to look to see my outstanding, my balance, whatever. Things that we do every day, almost, just things you do without even thinking about it. You just keep doing them because you have to take care of your whatever bills. So you get a file like that, and then you're like, okay, I need to see my phone statements, I need to see my phone bill. So let me extract this file in here. So now when you extract that file, you have now a file called phone bill, right? That's phone bill right there. Notice that the file is not like any other file. It has the .exe, but for some users, some computer users, they don't even have that option. They don't see that. That's because they have options that are disabled in their system. And let me show you now how you can enable that option. Let's see. It's right here, view. Most of the people, they don't want to see extensions. So it looks something like this. Phone bill. So you don't see the extension of your file. You don't know what this file is. Is it executable? Is it a Word file? Is it an email file? What is this, right? You want to enable this. If you're using Windows 10, you could just go to change folder and search options, go to view, and then uncheck hide extensions for known file types. So now you can see this. But even if you don't, let me show you what this ransomware exactly does. Let's say this is your important file. It says hello world, right? It's very intelligible. You can read the contents of your file, right? So you go and say, oh, I want to see my phone bill, double click, and then a screen pops up and then it disappears. And then when you go back to read your files, it looks like this, completely unintelligent. You don't know what happened and you can't read it and you don't have access to it. This is ransomware. Ransomware is, they do this and then you get a message at the bottom that says, if you want us to decrypt your file, contact us on this website and send us this given amount of bitcoins, amount of money so he can give you the code so you can decrypt your system. This is a big problem. This problem could cause people to lose their jobs, to lose their work. You know, it's destructive. It's evil. It's not good. So how do we prevent ourselves from dealing with this situation? First of all, be careful of the folks out there that will try to sell you software to prevent ransomware to happen on your computer. These are people who take advantage of other people to sell products. I'm not here to sell you products. I'm here to show you that you could use the tools that you already have on your system to prevent ransomware from happening. Number one rule: do not open attachments without fully looking at what they look like. If your attachment looks like something like this after you extract, it'll always come to you in a zipped format, because all email systems out there, they don't allow executables to be attached to email messages. So once you extract, look at the extension of your file. And if you can't see the extension of your file, just go to Tools, Change, go to Uncheck Hide Extensions of Known File Types. And if it says exe, then that's a deal breaker. Do not touch that file. This file is bad. You should not double click on that file, period. All right? All right. Now, let's say you already clicked on the file, right? You already clicked on the file and your files are screwed up. The number one most important thing you want to do, back up your files. Back up your files. They're most important files. Keep them on the cloud. If you're using Windows 10, you already have something built in on your system. It's called OneDrive. And what OneDrive is, it's basically a storage that Microsoft gives to you that allows you to back up your data on the cloud. So now you have two copies of your files. The one that's on the system that the ransomware have destroyed, all right. If you go up to the cloud, you'll find your files safe and sound. There's no problem with them. Even more important, even if the virus hit the files that are in the cloud, you could just go back and say restore to a previous version. So if your file got hit, let's say on Wednesday, you could restore back to Tuesday. You could restore back to Monday. And now your files are not screwed up anymore. That's pretty much it. That's really all you need to do. Don't install software. Don't install additional software. People will sell you all kinds of crap, you know, so they can make money taking advantage of people who have been affected or are worried to be affected by this system. But if you already are using Windows 10, if you already have a Windows account, you don't need any of that. You just need to back up your files. Just two rules. Do not open files that has the exe extension. But if you already did that, make sure at least you back up your files. And if you back up your files, that's pretty much it. You don't have to do anything else. I hope that helps. Some of the ransomware can be reverted. Some of it can't. So don't get yourself in that situation. Think of ransomware as someone standing on the side of the road and offering people medicine, and the medicine says it's just a painkiller. It's for headaches. You don't know the person. No matter how convenient the medicine that he has in his hand is, you're not just going to put that in your mouth. Your computer is exactly the same thing. All right, you need to be careful if your business is reliant on your computer, if you have everything computerized, you probably want to take care of these two steps. That's it. If you have any questions or concerns, write me a comment in the comments section. I'd love to answer your questions. I cannot help you if you have already been hit by a ransomware, but I can help you work on preventing yourself from going into that route. Thank you for watching.